firstly, you need an original idea, something that you feel an audience would be captivated by.
Hey, Dr. Bill here. So in another chapter of our Meet the Mentor series, I have a very good friend, family friend from South Africa. This is Brent Feinberg, and he grew up and lived in South Africa his whole life and is now recently relocated to the U.S. And Brent is a healer and also an author, and he has 3 books here today that I'd like to talk to you about. And Brent, welcome. And the reason we do these Meet the Mentor videos is that Leap Week is a 1-week part of our program, and it will take place at UCLA July 22nd to the 28th at the beautiful UCLA campus. And at that time, we'll have about 450 amazing students, educators, speakers, and whatnot. But the part of the program that students really love probably every year and becomes the pinnacle of the program is what we call a mentor workshop. And in that mentor workshop, we bring in different professionals from all walks of life. We have doctors and lawyers and firefighters and authors and actors and actresses and you name it. And the students get to sit at a table and literally interview these people and ask them what it is that they did that made them successful, what their challenges are, and kind of get a feel for their life and what they do. And I thought it would be interesting to bring Brent on here. He didn't publish his first book until like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2 years ago. And now he has 3 books that he's going to talk about. So let's just kind of dive into this. How did you get into becoming an author?
So in South Africa, my mom runs a big organization called the Tomorrow Trust, and they work with developing orphan and vulnerable children through education. And she's written 3 very successful coffee table books, photographic journals. And I thought I would write a children's book to raise awareness and funds for the foundation. So that was the beginning. And what happened was people so much loved the story that we wanted to get it out to the world and as many people as we could.
So the first book is Freeing Freddie. What is it about?
Freeing Freddie, the Dreamweaver, is about a boy in a magical rainforest, and one day he stumbles and falls and becomes entangled in a spider web. And he's trapped, he's terrified, he yells out, "Help me, can anybody help me?" And he meets this giant spider, Mr. Cotton, who turns out to be really wise and friendly. And Mr. Cotton teaches Freddie that the web he's trapped in represents his fears, and that if he chooses to, he can teach him how to let go of the web of fears and build a new web for himself, the web of his dreams.
It's really beautifully illustrated. I know you spent a lot of time finding a great illustrator. Who is it that did illustrate this?
Yeah, his name's Daniel Clark. He's based in Cape Town in South Africa, and he just did a superb job, and he's also a gentleman of a human being, so it was fantastic working with him.
He did a beautiful job illustrating this book. So, the general point of this book is that, you can kind of get out of this web that entangles all of us in life. And what are the things that kids have been saying about the book?
Well, kids love the story. They find it inspiring. They feel like it gives them courage and the ability to face their fears, to see challenges in their life as a positive thing, as an opportunity to grow and learn from, to soften their hearts, to become more compassionate for others. And using that, then they can go out and create their dreams, connect with something that they feel gives them purpose in life.
So the book was written, and now you basically have, the pictures are so beautiful, look at these. You basically have 2 other books that go along with this, and let's talk about those.
Yes, so we found that people really loved the story and it captivated them and they were getting so much out of it. But I found that I really wanted to drive the lessons home, and that's why we created the workbook. And the workbook is for teenagers and adults, and what it does is that it takes the lessons from the story and gives tools to integrate them into your life. It teaches people, what is fear? How do I begin to let go of it? Analyzing my fears. If you don't know what your fears are in life, you can't possibly begin to let them go. And then that takes people into a process of dreaming, going within themselves, beginning to utilize the imagination, the right hemisphere of the brain, to create the lives that they want, and teaching them different things that they'll need in order to create their dreams.
And this is a very interactive book. This isn't something that you just sit and read. You actually have to take out a pen and write down, different things in order to kind of take yourself through the book. And I love how you say stand up and have a stretch and a cup of coffee, take a break. But I think that's amazing. And now the third book is?
The third book is an activity book, and this is for younger children. It comes with awesome stickers. It's really fun and interactive and engaging. It has meet the characters, different activities for literacy, and then it's got amazing things like a magic box. You build it, and when you're scared, you put your fear inside and you turn it into a positive. So here the example is, I'm scared of the dark. I won't be scared of the dark. That's when the stars shine bright. And this book's filled with amazing activities that get parents to open the conversation with their children. So to bond with their kids, to better communicate and discuss things that aren't usually a dinner topic, like fears, like dreams. And this will really help children develop skills that they can later use on in their life.
If I'm a student out there and I'm watching this, I'm like, I had this great idea, I want to be an author, I want to write a book, what do you do?
Firstly, you need an original idea, something that you feel an audience would be captivated by. And you got to write that over a few times. I probably rewrote the story maybe 5, 6, 7 times. And I reached out to people I really respected to help me edit the story. I asked someone in South Africa that runs a big advertising agency, and he edited many different scripts and screenplays, and he helped me edit the story. And it was just such a great learning experience. The second book's already going to print, a new title. It's about Freddie and Professor Honey and their new lessons involved. And the second book, I wrote it with so much more ease because of all the things I learned from this amazing man who mentored me.
I honestly feel like today, when you write a book, at least in the space that I am in, you're not writing it as, a vehicle to make money. What you're doing is you're writing it kind of as mine was more of an educational thing, but it kind of opens doors and it makes you a known authority on a topic.
For me, my book is all about sharing the wisdom I've learned through my life from many amazing people, from my own personal experiences, and putting it in a simple form that I feel like all people can understand. That was a big part of my intention of writing these books.
Yeah, no, I think that's awesome. So in conclusion, what doors do you feel have opened up for you as a result of writing these books?
Yeah, so many. Many speaking opportunities, the ability to engage with communities and children and adults, and people are opening up their lives to me and I can share my life with them. And it's just been a wonderful experience. So much positive feedback, so much love and joy has been brought to myself. That's and awesome. To all the people I've engaged with. And like you said...
And you have a proud mom.
Yeah, and family too. Make family proud. So that's fantastic.
So if any of our students out there want to get a hold of you, what's the best way for them?
So our contact details are on our website, www.withlovefromfreddie.com. And they can reach out to us, and if they want to know more about our materials or just have questions in general, I'm always happy to guide people to the best of my ability, and the more years that go by, hopefully I get wiser and I'm able to help more people.
Great. All right. Well, with that, Thank you, Brent, for doing this. And if you want to follow him on social media, what's the best way?
On Instagram, with love from Freddie. Freddie is with an IE on the end.
And if they would like to buy a copy of the book, how do they do that?
On Amazon's probably the easiest way. Freeing Freddie the Dreamweaver, or just type my name in, Brent Feinberg, it will come up.
Perfect. All right. Hey, thank you so much. And we're going to see Mom in our next interview. With
Awesome.
that, Dr. Bill, over and out.